Let's be real. If you're a woman over 40 struggling with belly fat that just won't budge, despite your best efforts with dieting and exercise routine, or even trying supplements, it may not be a food issue. It's a hormonal issue. And the hormone at the center of this is cortisol. Cortisol is your body's main stress hormone. And when it's too high for too long, it changes your entire metabolic state. Now, I want you to hear this clearly. Belly fat, especially in women over 40, is often less about calories and more about chemistry. Your chemistry is being hijacked by high cortisol levels. I'm Dr. Cody Golman. I help women over 35 and 40 naturally reset their hormones, melt toxic fat, and reclaim their energy without drugs, without injections, without starving themselves, and really without destroying their metabolism. So if you feel like you're doing everything right, but you're still gaining weight or stuck in a plateau, stay with me, because what I'm about to share could change everything. Now, here's how cortisol works in your body. Your brain interprets stress, any kind of stress, as a survival threat. That might be work stress, or sleep, emotional trauma, tense workouts, or even undereating. The moment your body senses a threat, your adrenal glands release cortisol. This hormone tells your body to store fat now, especially around your midsection. Why the belly? Because belly fat has more glucocorticoid receptors than are likely, they're docking stations for cortisol, right? When cortisol rises, it binds to those receptors and tells your body, store it here. This is an ancient survival biology. Your body thinks famine is danger or it's near, right? So it builds quick access fuel reserves right in your core. But here's where it gets worse. Belly fat, especially visceral fat, the kind around your organs, isn't just passive. It acts like a hormone secreting organ. It releases inflammatory chemicals like cytokines that make your body even more stressed. So now high cortisol created belly fat, and that belly fat is sending signals that keeps cortisol high. It becomes a vicious self-feeding cycle. Now, you might think you're burning it off with cardio or fasting, but let me explain something that most trainers and even doctors don't talk about. Excessive cardio, extreme calorie restriction, and high intensity workouts can actually make things worse. Why? Because your body doesn't know you're doing a workout. It just knows stress. Exercise is a stressor. And if you're already running on empty, physically or emotionally, it can drive cortisol even higher. And instead of becoming a fat burner, your body shifts into sugar burning mode. Now, here's what that means. When you're a sugar burner, your body prefers glucose for fuel, and it has trouble accessing those fat stores. This leads to energy crashes, cravings, poor recovery, and stalled weight loss, even if you're working out daily. This is why so many women tell me, listen, Dr. Golman, I'm eating clean, I'm doing my workouts, I'm doing them every morning, still not literally losing the fat. It's not your fault, and then sometimes they're even gaining weight. You see, you've been trained to believe it's about willpower and calories, but really it's about hormones and stress chemistry. So now let's talk about symptoms of high cortisol in women. You might be experiencing stubborn belly fat, especially in the lower abdomen. You might notice poor sleep, irritability, fatigue, anxiety, and feeling wired but tired. You may have sugar cravings, increased belly bloating, or difficulty recovering from workouts. These are all signs your cortisol is too high and your nervous system is stuck in fight or flight. So what's the solution? The goal is to get your body back to a state where it feels safe. Because when your nervous system feels safe, your metabolism starts to trust again. That's a powerful secret you're not going to hear anywhere. That's when fat loss becomes natural. That's when your body goes from storing fat to burning fat. Let's talk about strategy. Start by identifying hidden stressors your doctor probably never told you about, or maybe didn't know. 1, poor sleep quality. Getting under 7 hours a night or waking up throughout the night spikes cortisol the next day. Did you know that? Another is overtraining, especially if you're doing things like boot camps, CrossFit, or daily cardio. Your body needs recovery. Strength training 2 to 3 times a week, combined with slow walks and gentle movement, actually works better if you're over 35 or 40. Also, undereating is a huge hidden stressor. Please listen to me, ladies. If you're skipping meals, if you're fasting too long, or constantly dieting, your body senses famine and it pumps out more cortisol to preserve your energy. This is why many women hit a wall after a few weeks of doing those things, right? They unknowingly trigger a stress response that halts fat burning. So let's break this down simply. To lower cortisol naturally, you want to focus on 5 things. Okay, 1, better sleep. Aim for consistent, deep rest each night. 2, blood sugar balance Never skip protein and fat at meals. 3. Gentle supportive exercise, not punishment workouts. 4. Nervous system regulation. Try walking outside, breath work, or high cortisol meditation. And 5. Trauma healing. Your past experiences influence your current stress response. Listen, nutrition does matter. A proper high cortisol diet avoids inflammatory foods like refined sugars, excess caffeine, alcohol, and processed oils. Instead, I recommend nourishing your body with leafy green, cruciferous vegetables, high quality proteins, and fats. These foods support liver detox, hormone regulation, and fat metabolism. And if you want to go deeper into this, I created something just for you. If you want to learn more about the 5 high cortisol foods to avoid as a woman over 35 or 40, these are foods that you might actually think are healthy, but they're actually spiking your stress hormones. Just click that link right here to watch that video. Now, this is a short video that'll open up your eyes to what's really happening behind the scenes when it comes to food, stress, and belly fat. Because sometimes it's not just what you're eating, it's how your body is responding to what you've eaten. If you haven't already, check out the testimonials on this page on Dr. Cody Health channel, right? I want you to watch a few real women talk about how their bodies transformed after resetting their hormones. And listen, these women didn't do it with extreme diets, with dangerous drugs, or extreme workouts. So if you're ready to take the next steps, go to fast40weightloss.com. You'll learn more about our doctor-supervised hormonal reset program. It's designed specifically for women in perimenopause and menopause. We help you melt stubborn fat naturally, safely, and permanently by addressing the root cause. And I want to ask you, if you don't mind, subscribe to this channel. Check out our other videos. I've linked, into the description. I'll show you how to train smarter, eat with purpose, and restore your metabolism the natural way, not the drugged up pharmaceutical way. You deserve more. You shouldn't just be dealing with it. You deserve to understand your hormones and finally feel like yourself again. Excess fat and disease doesn't come with age. So I'm Dr. Cody Golman. Let's get your body working for you, not against you. I'll see you in the next video.